Just a bunch of poor boys, daddy's girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Saints going up against the Bears. With that, we send you out to Soldier Field in Chicago. That's where we'll find our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They try again with Lewis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Off the toss, Lewis. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got Snead. Give him 14 on the play. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They come out here in the eye. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. And a cut to the sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! Jordan Howard, 83 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they thought they could exploit this defense with some really quick hitters, quick action. They worked on that in practice. We just saw it there.
And we saw them break it down to the fundamentals as well. Each position group had their own little work on it. You know, they worked on a drill here with the receivers, a drill there with the quarterbacks. Then they brought it all together, and now it's paying off in the game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They come out here in the eye. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads.
Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Pick, there he goes, left side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Charles, I know it's hard when now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, and Lewis lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And past the 30 down to about the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. Uses the stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. 2nd and goal to go now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Coons connects on this one. It's good, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep ballin', hey, rock a pop, ballin', hey. Carefree, I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey. I really worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong, you ain't wrong, money long way. So think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong. And I don't know where I go tomorrow. Game up, and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Got the game up, and I don't know where I go tomorrow. Game up, and I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. I don't know what's gonna come tomorrow. Yeah.
Said tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Saints going up against the Bears. With that, let's get out to Soldier Field. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The headshots here, the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Back to throw here. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when you talk about this offense, you, of course, have to talk about Alshon Jeffrey.
Long, agile. He makes any quarterback that much better.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Out left side here to Bryant. That goes for a gain of 31.
And depending on the type of screen called, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done. I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
As a former defender, Brandon, the goal was always to tackle the receiver immediately after the catch. When you missed and gave up additional yardage, you didn't make anyone on your team happy. That's why I'm sitting here next to you.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
He'll drop to throw. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. And the defense comes onto the field for the first time, and it is a unit that struggled a week ago.
So they're looking for a fast start, Brandon. Can they create a turnover early? Can they take the ball away? That's what this unit's looking for to get back on the beam.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 3rd and 5, 3rd and medium here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. A gain of 7 and they pick up the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They're going to look to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Bears will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They come out here in the eye. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let this one go deep. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. 2
yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Pass incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Now let's go. 3, 9, 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Kobe Fleener, the tight end, his intended target. And 4th down coming up.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go now. Back to Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Here we go now. Green.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Now, let's go. Green.
Now back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down.
Watching now, Barney.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
In motion left is Jeffrey. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now your field...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a 1st down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now a toss play to Lewis. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down. Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Ryan. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. On the give, this is their fullback. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise. Good, solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Coons now here to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Tried to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go. All right, now.
On play action, they'll throw. Deep drop. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Landry now on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He hops over him.
That's why you stretch.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll set up to throw. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, here we go. No, check.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarvis Landry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, now look at 56. Let's go. 56. Green, 39. Green. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from second to third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Hurry up, here we go. Lampert, Lampert. Now let's go. Blue, let's go over.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On first down, they run with Howard. And the cutback to the sideline. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
He was looking for Jordan Howard that time, and it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Third and 2, now run, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jarvis Jarvis Landry with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 51 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinators...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And tough starting field position here. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, 98 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. Like the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick, but able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught by Snead over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Back to it.
Back to throw again. To the sideline, and oh, Oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Leopard, set. Leopard. Here we go now. Blue 90.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. He gets it to Thomas. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times. Because
and Lewis lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. Looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And they'll run it here. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Julius Thomas. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on. Route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 9 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And now it's 2nd down. Fake. They'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they're able to react and knock the ball away.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And here we go on 1st and goal. They run. It's Oliver. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Brandon Oliver, his his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got it over the middle. Fleener. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears add on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now they're going to speed things up here. He'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And there was a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Flainer. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for the Saints. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Out left side here to Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that leads to a Chicago first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They come up in an offset eye. Ryan wants to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On third down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
He'll drop to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They'll look to throw. Finding time. Going underneath for Lewis. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.